It's William
and Robin
with the Riverstone Life, and we've just spent what, 6 days in this thing?
I think it was a 6.
Was it 6?
I don't know.
Yeah, at least 6. But now it's time to get everything shut down and head north. And we don't know how long it could be. It could be a month, right?
We'll see.
Yeah. So normally I would blow air through the whole thing and blow everything out, but it's not going to be that cold here. So I just unhooked the water hose and everything. I'll go out and show you that. And I did that just because sometimes when we're gone for a long time, that sun, if it gets really hot, can messes up the line and everything, screws up the filter I have out there. So I just unhooked it. Plus I'm going to put a splitter in there so that I can hook up the hose to wash the vehicles, because I can wash my vehicles here. Everything's going to be spick and span, right?
I guess.
Yeah, and every time before we leave, we clean everything. So everything's wiped down and clean. The floors are all done. We leave the refrigerator set at 37. We got a clock finally set on that microwave.
So you didn't know how to put it on PM. We had to wait for AM.
Robin found another little thing here.
I love raw stress relief.
Yeah, because we have that one in there, and it was put out here. But I like it for the bed now, to sit on and take your shoes off and everything like that. So we found this really cheap.
Beat $40.
Yeah, $40 at Ross. So we put all our blankets and stuff in there. Everything looks good, right?
Yeah, it's getting there.
Yeah, everything looks good. Everything's shut down. Just remember, if you got a washer and dryer, you want to leave this washer open like this when you're not around. Otherwise, you'll get stinky odors and stuff in there. So we always leave that open like that. And I'll probably leave that like that. So toilets are all flushed out, clean, fresh water added back to them. Like always, right? New chemical. I like to come back and have the shitter clean. Oh, and look at this. We got a shower curtain.
I know, doesn't it look so?
Yeah, and it matched our bedspread. That's another Ross for less, or Ross dress for less, whatever. Some kind of rod.
You've been with me how long?
No, I haven't removed the crappy thing yet. Yeah, but I think I'm going to take all that out and do like everybody else has done. I think that I'm just going to turn this into a nice shower setup, and we're going to get rid of that nightmare. Right, Robin?
You say so.
I say so. I do say so. But everything's clean. It looks good in here. I don't know. This is the most
stable
this has been ever. This thing is not, I mean, when the washer dryer goes to high spin, I get a little vibration in the seat.
It's kind of like a massage chair at the nail salon.
So I'm going to work with that a little bit more. Robin's actually starting to buy some stuff to decorate this thing after a year and a half or whatever it's been.
It's been a work.
Oh yeah. So we're going to...
It's up my knee. I have my face.
She's been trying to find curtains for this thing.
Today I get my surgery.
Oh yeah, 1 week from today. That's why we're heading back.
So I can stop using this crap.
Yeah, and I hope that fixes you.
I hope so too.
And next time when you're looking at this thing, you should see curtains, because she spent, what, 2 days trying to find curtains for this thing now?
Still can't find anything.
So we're going to do that, but I am going to walk outside here. I turned the heat and everything down on this one. I was going to set it for like 60, but all the weather for the next 2 weeks is, pretty decent. So I'm going to shut it off. Now, normally when we were like in Colorado, I set the air, remember? I let the air.
Yeah.
But I'm going to leave everything shut down this time. So everything is off. Let's just double check. All the tanks are empty. I don't think we're going to need anything. And I think if there was a big problem, I could have somebody come over here and give them the code to get in, and they could do that. But everything is off. That all looks good. Another thing too, I'm going to tell you, the guys at Bill's Happy Camper, Josh over there, I was always complaining that the heat ran off the middle one here, I think it was, or it ran off the bedroom. And we were always getting cooked out of the bedroom.
Yeah.
He was actually able to move it over here now. So now the furnace runs off from the kitchen. And the reason we did that is because the kitchen is the coldest place in here. And last night was the first time we've used the heat in here, really. And it was nice. I was able to keep the bedroom at 70, and I could have turned it down because Robin likes it like 67, 68. But I could have turned it down a little bit more, but I was playing with it the first time. So if you've got yours set up like this and you've got your heat over here and you're having those same problems, you can go into the settings in here. You can go into these settings in here and you can actually switch it. So I recommend it, because if you got this same model, the 39RK FB, right? For some reason the kitchen's the coldest part in here. So that made a big difference. But everything looks good there. I leave my solar panels on. I do leave the hot water heater on economy, just in case, because there is some water still on the lines and stuff. So if it got real cold, I wouldn't have to worry about anything happening with that hot water heater. So let's go out here and take a look. I do love this door. I'm assuming that those Snap pads is what made this thing more stable. Now you're going to get a lot of controversy on these things right here, so I'll throw it in here right now. My old fifth wheel from 20 years ago, I had those on there for almost 10 years and never had any problems with the slides. I've been using it on this last year. The slides are still perfect. I did readjust them last year and they've been absolutely staying exactly where I put them. So I think the secret to these is don't over tighten them. Put them on there just to give it a little bit of pressure on there, just so that if you walk out on there, it keeps it more stable. And as big as I am, 225 pounds, when I walk into that thing and set at the table or the desk, you could feel it move before those are on there. And now they're not. So you're going to have a lot of people tell you not to use them. I've used them, never had any issues with them. I've used them on this thing, still have no issues. Ever since I readjusted this thing last year and then put those on there, I didn't have to readjust it anymore. You know about these stabilizer jacks back here. I love those jacks back there. The generator's running great now. Got it all cleaned out. The fuel shut off this time, so that's awesome. Still have all my electricity hooked up, still have my hose hooked up. There's still water draining through that. Everything's locked up and shut here. But I did unhook the water, and the reason I unhooked the water is because I've had problems when I leave a long time. For some reason, I go through hoses. I didn't want that to happen. And I'm going to hook up a splitter in here so I can split water going across, so when I wash this thing. But all that stuff turned out nice. Normally, I would winterize it and blow air through it, but the weather's nice here. It was 83 the other day. Today's our only cold day. It got down to 32 degrees, but the rest of the outlook shows it pretty nice. Black tan, I always leave my grays open like that. It's still hooked to city water, even though the city water shut off. I leave my power on, I leave my solar panels, keep everything charged up. But overall, this is an awesome spot. The people around here are great. It's a very quiet. I mean, they got them packed in here pretty tight, but you have a lot of structures, so it really makes a difference in the wind and stuff that comes in here. Of course, I got my other stabilizer right there, and I got my other stabilizer right there. Makes a world of difference. So you can see the spot, how big the spot is right there. I mean, I could park 5 vehicles in here if I wanted to. Pretty nice though, wouldn't you say? But I'm gonna get this thing washed and waxed the next time we come here. Go around and touch up any little chips or scratches. Get this thing all detailed out. But check this door out. I mean, you don't even have to, you can just go. I mean, look at this. Is that amazing or what? My other one would never do that. It was a full-time slam it job. Oh, I get so upset with that other one. Big difference. I like the black here instead now. I just love this door. You know, even if you wanted to just, I mean,
it took you like 2 days not to slam it.
Oh, I know. I first got into it and I started slamming.
William, you're slamming the door.
Just got so used to doing it that way.
I know.
All right.
It's crazy.
Well, this is what we do when we get ready to leave. And we had a great time here, right?
Yeah.
Yep. Now we're back on the road. Gonna go pick up a camper and go deliver it on our way to Pennsylvania, and then get Robin to a doctor's appointment on Friday. And then the following Tuesday, you got surgery. So, and then we'll get back to real life. It's going to be rough for her.
You leaving me?
Yeah, I'll leave her
While I
after a few
recover.
days. But if you like the video, give us a thumbs up. If you like what we're doing on the channel, subscribe to the channel. And always, thank you for watching.
For watching.